Welcome to part 2 of the living truths of God's creation. In the following Circle's creation story, focus on your heart and think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. Let us go back to before the universe was created. There is only the Absolute, the infinite, pure, and formless ground of being, from which all creation will arise. The first beingness to appear is the circle of the universal Great White Spirit. It is a circle because it is the infinite life coming into manifestation at its center. This is Lord Yahweh, our Creator God, and the source of all manifestation to come. All within the infinite circle of the universal Great White Spirit is the Christ being, and Lord Yahweh is its heart. Then, in an instant, a silent manifestation. The being of the Father, Lord Jehovah, and then the Mother, Queen Aurora, unfolded before Lord Yahweh's thoughts. The Father and the Mother then reached out to explore their newly created realms, and came back together with such force for the love of oneness in the Christ, they birthed the son Josias. This happened by the soul of Josias being severed from the top portion of his father's heart, which brought forth the great force, electricity. The severing of the top portion of the heart of God left a gap, and the severed ends fell inwards. Thus was formed the shape of our hearts. Think of the atom within the atom, and the core of the great atom of the heart of God is Josias, that great androgynous form of brilliance and beauty which is impossible for our minds to grasp. So the son Josias is the same substance, the same vibration, and the same atomic structure as the Father. And electricity is the overabundance of vitality of the Godhead. The Trinity is 3 in 1. The one Lord Yahweh became 2, the Mother and Father, to manifest as 1 in the Son. It was that great being, Lord Josias, who later incarnated in Palestine as Lord Yeshua, the Messiah. The Son, Lord Josias, is the one being that all creation comes from. He is the life and love of creation. His androgynous body is of silver and glitters with the brightness and warmth of love. All creation manifests through him by means of the 12 cosmic rays that come from the breath of God. He breathed into life the bodies of 11 other androgynous beings, and as the 12 solar lords surrounding the throne of God, they direct the solar rays to all the planets. 12 is a sacred number. That's why our clock is divided into 12 hours of day and night, and why there were 12 disciples and 12 knights of King Arthur's Round Table. The cosmic rays reach us via the sun, and it's these essences that make us human and eventually godlike. In the heart of the sun is the solar logos, I am. He is the light bearer of the Christ Spirit and the Word that was with God in the beginning. He holds the lines of communication between our Father, Mother God and the solar lords, and when you call upon or pray to God, it is He who transmits your words. Let me introduce you to the heavenly family of the 12 solar lords with a short description of the rays they control. The first is Lord Josias, and the silver ray of life and love. His ray holds all the God essences, and without it there would be no life to speak of. The second is Lord Amenha, and the yellow ray of sight. This is the silver ray dimmed into yellow to give us outer and inner sight. The third is Lord Authuriel, and the green nature ray that fertilizes all nature growth. The little people, or fairies, also play their part. The fourth is Lord Dominic, and the scarlet mystic ray. This ray helps us to see the abstract as a concrete thing, and attunes us to the voice of God. The fifth is Lord Mahimsi, and the golden creative ray. This ray causes conception, and acts upon the brain with the outflow of invention, knowledge, and creative handiwork. The sixth is Lord Mahahia, and the indigo ray of knowledge. A concentration of this ray produces scientists, mathematicians, theologians, and great thinkers. Without it, we would all be imbeciles. The seventh is Lord Ahura, and the amethyst ray of perfume. Perfume is a necessity to all life, both human and spirit. It develops in us a gentle character of purity and kindness. The eighth is Lord Rahal, and the white-flecked blue medical ray. This ray pours in abundance upon healers, hospitals, lonely sickbeds, and all those that suffer pain. Prayer magnetizes it and directs it towards those that are prayed for. The ninth is Lord Anatta, and the deep raw blue ray of magnetism, heat, and electricity. The electric part of this ray not only provides heat and powers our world, it keeps the planet revolving on its axis, and the magnetism binds all the particles of our body into a cohesive whole. The 10th is Lord Kahana, and the cornflower blue ray of recording and prophecy. This is the logbook of the Eternal, where the entire history of the world and its peoples is recorded in written and picture forms. The 11th is Lord Azraziel, and the deep navy blue ray of art, music, and color. This ray inspires great artists to produce beauteous pictures and the harmonies of exquisite symphonies. The 12th is Lord Makal, and the lapis blue ray of power and rulership. This ray is interblended with the silver ray of Josias. Kings, princes, and rulers come under its influence, and mercy, justice, and sympathy are its qualities. These 12 cosmic rays interblend with each other into sub-rays of myriad complexities, to create with Mother Father God all the nature kingdoms and life forms of the planets. You connect with God through your heart, where the Trinity story of creation acts out with every heartbeat. In the top right atrium of your heart is the node that emits electric impulses. This heartbeat is the same escape of electricity as when Josias was born from the heart of God. Inside every atom is a positive proton and a negative electron charge, and every cell has a negative voltage on the inside and a positive on the outside. The middle layer of your heart muscle is in a figure of 8, so when the electric impulse activates your heart muscles to pump your blood, a torus electromagnetic field results to animate the atoms of your being and the cells of your body. If you think of the positive as the Father and the negative as the Mother, then we are the manifest children of their creating. We are each embodied as an earthly microcosm of the universal macrocosm. In the left ventricle of your heart is the circlet of God, your soul. Your soul is who you really are. Although we cannot see it, it is the most solid part of us. Every soul, from Josias down to our humble selves, was breathed into being from the heart of God. We are born in the image of God and embodied through the Trinity consciousness and the 12 rays to explore, evolve, and enjoy life. Our wrongly perceived separation is only in our ego minds, yet the brain is just the annex of the soul. So focus on your heart and connect to your soul with our earthly Mother Aurora and Spirit Father Jehovah within, and realize that at the core of our beings, we are all sons of God. We are all facets of Josias, who is Yeshua, and through him we can know and speak with our Creator, Lord Yahweh. This concludes part 2 of the living truths of God's creation. Join me for part 3 to hear about creation-wide changes and the New Jerusalem.